Baby boomers are subsidizing Generation Z and Millennial children and likely keeping the economy afloat. Today, I read an article on Yahoo Finance put out by Fortune and written by Jason Ma, titled, Boomers Are Subsidizing Gen Z and Millennial Spending Habits, Oracle of Wall Street Says. The author of this article referenced Meredith Whitney, who said baby boomer parents are handing over money to their Gen Z and Millennial children, allowing them to fuel strong consumer spending. The author went on to say, American Express data revealed that Gen Z and Millennials are spending at a rate that's 5 times more than the rate for boomers. Well, my friends, I'm not surprised to hear about this. Many baby boomers are flush with cash. They have seen their home values rise, and they have seen their stock portfolios rise. Some of their children grew up expecting certain things in life, and many can't afford them based on their level of income. So mom and dad come to the rescue. There are some things that I wonder about. If we see a correction or crash in the stock market or the housing market, some of these baby boomers may have to tighten their belts. They may not be in a situation where they can be as generous with money for their children. What will these kids do then? Here's another thing that I wonder about. How long is this parental support going to go on? Will adult children in their 30s and 40s still be on their parents' payroll someday? Don't you find it shocking that Gen Z and Millennials are spending at a rate that's 5 times more than the rate of boomers? Let me repeat, 5 times. I suppose these younger generations are keeping our economy afloat with this spending. I just wonder how sustainable this is long term. I also wonder what they are buying. Life is so different today than it was in the 1970s or 1980s. We had a car with crank-up windows and no air conditioning. Nowadays, people would never drive something like that. Good luck even finding a new car that's stripped down. Everyone needs heated seats and air-conditioned seats and a high-resolution screen that can interface with their $2,000 smartphone with all of their apps. You need to have one touch up and down power windows so you can easily get your $10 drink at the drive-thru. You also need the vehicle to be able to park itself. I'm just showing my age here. What I'm describing may be why these younger generations are spending at a rate that is 5 times more than boomers. With all this spending, how much are these younger people able to save for retirement? My guess is not much. I'm sure many prioritize living for today, and they will worry about retirement decades from now. I think a lot of people are going to have to adjust their lifestyle in retirement, and it may not be pretty. I read some of the comments beneath this article. I'll share some of them with you. One commenter said, showing a propped up economy, using inheritance before parents are even dead. Another commenter said, don't forget being on parents' car insurance too. I'll add to that. Some are also on their parents' cell phone plan, Netflix plan, and music streaming plans. I'm curious. What do you think about all this? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Today I read another interesting article. This was on Yahoo Finance, put out by Go Banking Rates, and written by Laura Bogart, titled, Gen X is approaching retirement age. Why what they have in savings won't be enough. The author referenced a recent report from Fidelity about Gen X and retirement, shared by U.S. News and World Report, that found the average retirement account balance for Gen X is roughly $178,500, which is a troubling low amount. Here are my initial thoughts. That's the average. I think the median would be even more disturbing. The author listed some reasons why Gen X is struggling with retirement savings. They have experienced a lot of crises. They are taking care of elderly parents. They don't have the same pensions their parents did, and they are dealing with student loan debt. Here are my thoughts. I'm glad this author is raising awareness about this. Far too many people aren't taking this problem seriously. This is going to be a cautionary tale for younger generations. Will they pay attention? Probably not, because they are either too busy going about their lives to care, or they simply can't do anything about their situation because they are trying to scrape by and just keep their heads above water financially. I truly worry about what the future holds for people in several different generations. I think it is going to be very grim. I read some of the comments beneath this article. I'll share some of them with you. The first commenter said, I turned 50 over the summer, and my 401k finally hit $1 million after 25 years of contributions. Who are the people that are 50 to 60 plus with zero saved? How is that even possible? Well, I'll answer that question. Some lack financial literacy. Others are low-wage earners who can't even afford life without the use of credit cards or buy now, pay later loans. The next commenter said, between inflation, multiple economic busts, and constant erosion of the middle class with giant unnecessary raises for zero-skill workers, it's any wonder we have any money to stay afloat, let alone save for the future. The last comment that I'll share with you came from someone who said, why it won't be enough? Because Gen X has children who refuse to grow up and parents who need elder care. I'll chime in about that one. I have multiple friends who still have adult children on their payrolls. This is very expensive, and many of these adult children are not making much progress towards becoming financially independent. In terms of elder care, I think a lot of generations better prepare for this. Like it or not, parents are going to need to live with their adult kids at some point. They won't be able to afford to live on their own because they failed to save for retirement. With the cost of living continuing to get worse, multi-generational households are going to be prevalent. The streets in some neighborhoods are going to start looking like parking lots if they don't already. Garages are going to be stuffed full of everyone's personal property. It's already happening in some areas. Just wait and see what the future holds. What do you think about all this? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Here's an interesting story that I read on CNN Business, put out by the Associated Press, titled, California Governor Signs Law Banning All Plastic Shopping Bags at Grocery Stores. The author indicates this will go into effect in 2026. Consumers who don't bring their own bags will now simply be asked if they want a paper bag. The author reported the amount of plastic shopping bags trashed per person grew from 8 pounds per year in 2004 to 11 pounds per year in 2021. Here are my thoughts. I'm sure this is good for the environment. I don't mind using paper bags. They don't get punctured by items as easily as plastic bags do. You can also use paper bags to start a fire in the backyard if you want to. I have to wonder, how much of a difference is this going to make for the environment? All states could have jumped on board with this decades ago, before we had huge garbage piles floating around in the ocean. The same could be said for plastic water bottles. I remember when I was a kid, I would take old soda bottles to the store to get a refund for them. They were made out of glass. They were reused, unlike plastic bottles that are usually disposed of. A lot of people don't recycle these plastic bottles. What do you think about using paper bags? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel. I want to extend a special thanks to everyone who has subscribed to this channel. I want to also thank all of my channel members. If you would like to become a channel member, there is a link in the description beneath this video. You can read more about the different membership levels. Please also check out some of the great books that I suggest you consider reading in the description below. I've included Amazon affiliate links to these books. As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. Stay healthy and wealthy. I'll see everyone in the next video.